Okay, here we have number 6 in the series. This again is Betty Boop, and this is Bimbo, which is a dog, and this is Coco the Clown. All these characters are Max Fleischer, 20s and 30s, and you can see that Betty Boop was one of the original sex symbols from Hollywood and films in the 1930s. And this picture here, I use, again, I use some of my technique as adult themes here to show the masochistic side to some of these horror movies and garbage that we're seeing on TV, where sexploitive characters are running around being chased by murderers with chainsaws and hatchets and stuff like that. And also I wanted to highlight a disturbing trend in media and pictures where there's a fascination, or they're trying to create a fascination in Hollywood for people, for serial killers. And every other movie, every other TV show from HBO to you name it, they got all kinds of characters out there that have their little slant on, serial killers and how and why it's so big and interesting in our culture. And I think it's just a tragedy that we place so much emphasis on such a negative theme. And yes, there's disturbing things out there with mental illness in different countries and stuff, but I think that exploiting it financially, is just adding to the problem. Kids are looking for role models and they're watching all these horror films and all this garbage out there on TV, and they think it's funny and cute and Halloween and haha and everything else, and then horrible things are happening all around the world. People aren't being led into a dose of reality. They need to have a dose of reality sometimes to see the destructiveness of sin in this world. It's in the results and consequences it has, needs to sober people up. But of course, they don't want religion or church around or any kind of positive role models anymore, because this is America. We can do whatever we want. So this is basically my picture, just showing how they pay TV and other different media sources use these horrible negative themes to grab people's attention and to get their minds going into darker, more negative places. But this is, of course, Betty Boop, Coco the Clown, and this guy is, I forgot his name already, Bimbo the dog. And you can see, of course, they're preparing for violence and all kinds of unwholesome stuff that's going on in our modern television that's being introduced to basically anybody who's watching TV. Children, everybody. They're seeing this kind of shit all the time. Excuse my language. But anyways, there's another version of 1930s cartoons. There's Betty Boop, Coco the Clown, and Bimbo.